composite figures made of two or more different shapes. We have an example here where these are actually rectangles. It's not marked as rectangles, but it's understood to be rectangles. So we have to kind of feel through this. Now, in order to find the perimeter, I need to find the measurements of each one of these. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 segments. And I know some of them, but I don't know all of them. So let's kind of think about what rectangles. When we think about rectangles, we know that that we have various sides, and the opposite sides are always parallel to each other. So I can kind of imagine, if I wanted to, I could kind of imagine extending this line like that. And see how this is 27? That means this is 27. But this here is 18. So this value for this piece would be 9. So we have 27. This piece is 9 because the other one is 18. Since our bottom side is 30, that means this total side here is also 30, right? So we have 24, and how much to get 30? That would be 6. So this one would be 6. That means this is also 6. So we have our missing sides are 6 feet and 9 feet. And we're just using properties of rectangles. So our perimeter, we'd want to add all of these together. So 27 plus 24 plus 18 plus 6 plus 9 plus 30. There's 6 sides, so that checks out. So the total is 114, and our units would be feet. I'm just going to abbreviate that to FT. Remember, perimeter is linear units. Like feet, inches, meters, centimeters, miles. Okay? Not square units. So the next thing to do would be to kind of consider, well, how do I want to break down this area situation? Okay? So we said before that you can kind of break these into 2 or more figures. So if I wanted to, I could cut this into 2 rectangles. So I have this rectangle here that's a 24 by 27 rectangle. And this rectangle here is going to be 6 by 9. Okay? I'm using the measurements that I've got. So to multiply that together, I just add 24 times 27 plus 6 times 9, which equals 702. Okay? Now that's not the only way that I can do this. I'm going to clear the page and then we'll look at it a little bit more. Now remember that the big rectangle is 27 by 30. Okay? And this small rectangle here is 18 by 6. Okay? So what I can do is I can also, if I wanted to, I can subtract this area. I'm taking away something, so I'd want to subtract it instead. So what that would give us, it would give us a different expression, which would be, our big rectangle, of course, would be 27 times 30 minus, in this case, it would be 18 times 6, which, as you guessed, is also equal to 702. So what I want to stress here is you can add the figures together, or sometimes you can subtract the figures together. You should end up with the same result.